Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence on the series JG. We're really close to finishing off all clans anywhere north of where the Date began in Oshu. We've got a marriage pact going with the Tokugawa, who are really our only rivals for power on the overall world map. Because of the mountainous geography, it's tough for us to bring our powers to bear against the Maeda, but our next steps are either going to be trying to form a coalition against the Tokugawa or attacking the Maeda and trying to take their strength and add it to our own. That would be our next military move. Our next civil move is going to be a lot of reorganizing and trying to throw in... I keep talking about throwing in more cities. I haven't been doing it recently. Because honestly, the new cities I've put in... I mean, these places do not have troop counts that compare with, like, you know, Shibata Castle had been there, right? You can see it's got like 4,000 or 3,000 plus troops. These other places are nowhere near that. It takes a really long time to grow them, to the point where maybe this isn't even a valid strategy. It's just something I've never tried before. Like, we got 1,000 troop counts at a troop count of 1,000 at Motegi Castle. Maybe I've been telling these places to develop. I think the one in yellow is the one that was developed. Oh, duh. It's the one that's currently developing. So, like, I guess some of these places are going to max out their everything else before they work on conscripts. So maybe I need to just start telling every place to develop conscripts when they can. Because not a lot of places are choosing to focus on conscript development, and that's an issue with these new places, is their conscript development is super low. So they're not building up good... though this place, I don't know, Shibata Castle isn't anywhere near its max for that, but it's still got decent conscripts. I don't know. I don't know if building lots of cities is going to help, or if they're just going to be lots of really weak cities that aren't producing very much for us. Because over here, all of these cities are cities that we already had, or that already existed, that we took over. And as you can see, they all, by and large, are have much better troop counts than anything than these new places we're trying to develop. Even though I'm concentrating really hard on growth at those places. But these two places are new, less than 1,000 each. This place already existed, over 5,000. What, over 5,000? Yeah, I know. Also, I want to really concentrate on getting the hit points of those places higher. Oda Castle is going to be a tough nut to crack. 10,000 hit points. Like, yeah, anyway. Still not clear who's going to actually attack the city first. But it's clearly screwed. Like, we have far more people coming after it than are needed.
We march.
I mean, the smart thing to do might be to have the bloody-handed turn back now. Actually, I think I'll have Eventide Fate turn back now. Because these guys are low enough on food, I want them to get the food that they'll get for finishing this battle off. I'll actually have Masamune turn back now. And let Akari Ando, Bloody-Handed, and Shigezane finish this last castle of the... Matsumai clan.
We will aid you.
Matsushima.
Not gonna lose this one. Enemy officer
We won that one before we could really see what was going on. And we'll just capture all the remaining officers of this clan and be done with the far north.
We will join you.
The north remembers. This is our turning point. You and me, bloody-handed, we're doing it together. This impossible victory. Is this where his vision ends? Well, I can't answer that question. I don't know about the afterlife.
Let us begin the meeting.
Welcome to
Reporting
the
in.
afterlife, Jean-Luc. You're dead.
Here is last month's balance. Reporting in.
Quite a few people. Okay, we can expand the town. We've received all sorts of cool stuff. I think it's time to
Let
get
us enact a
fixed
policy.
society going. This will make our policies even more expensive, unfortunately. Western sanction. Incomes from ports increases. 1,800 a month. That is paying for itself. It's going to decrease the loyalty of officers with conservative tenants, but it is paying for itself. And it'll get a little bit better every time we it'll get a little bit better every time we build another port city. Area army, region strategies are strengthened. Range of daimyo's direct control slightly decreases. Nah. And I'll leave supply
I'll let
transporter
everyone
alone.
know.
Guess we didn't take over any place that last month, huh? I don't know how they're picking the overseer sometimes.
Ask for anything you want.
At Elsa's restaurant.
Thank you for your patronage.
Wow. Okay, so let's get the Huthring. Want the conscripts for this, right? Yeah. So will eventually be food libraries because I want lumber. So the thing to work towards here would be an orchard. Food libraries. Lumberyard there, lumberyard there. This would be another place where I actually want a cargoman here because it'll help this place. Oh, and I'm already working towards it. What do you know? Coin exchange. I guess that's the right thing to build. I was not sure that I really was manually doing all the planning there. If some of that was happening before it was a Date city. Maybe a rice dealer. Just help with growth.
Ask for
Merchant
anything you
Sakai's in
want.
town.
Ask for anything
Did I
you
already
want.
buy a few guns?
Thank you for your
Wasn't
patronage.
sure if I did or not. Everybody, because we lack labor, we couldn't give orders to some of the bases. Really? Interesting. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about what to do with all the labor. We have a trait we could teach. I know we've done all the diplomacy we can do with the Imperial Court, but I don't have quite enough. Well, you know what? Hold on.
Ask for anything you want.
We have 169,000 food, so I could get silly here.
Thank you for your patronage.
Whoa, what did that do? Oribe Furuta. Though a warrior, he was well versed in the ways of tea and famous for his collection of tea items. He even tried his hand at creating some himself, with his bold creations and style lasting to this day. My liege, I am honored beyond words to be able to see you like this. Oh, I apparently needed a lot of money in order to trigger this event. And hearing you speak like that makes me wonder if you have another ridiculous request for me. Oh, not at all, my liege. I simply wish to help your labor of unification in my own humble way. And to show your rulership, my liege, I'd say obtaining something no one else has would be the best. Maybe JG should actually read more carefully. My liege, a moment, if you would. There are 3 famous tea jars around the land, my liege. People call them the 3 grand tea jars. Obtaining these would be like obtaining the nation. The rulers of this land of old all wanted them too. You could do this at your leisure, my liege. Once you've gathered them all, please allow me the privilege of seeing them. Quests. 3 grand tea caddies. A request from Lord Oribe Furuta. Please collect the 3 grand tea caddies. The first bloom caddy, oak shrubs caddy, new field caddy. We'll do it. Or we'll try. It will be going on in the background while other things are happening. I believe it has... deadline June 16, 18. Oh crap, there is a deadline for it. Okay, well we got 10 years.
Ask for anything you want.
At Alice's restaurant. So we do have a limit on it. Let's see. Policy minister, political minister, civil minister, defense minister, judicial minister, logistical minister, imperial minister. Let's become the policy minister. All right. Because these guys will get all their food replenished, which is good. Because we have grown stronger, Iwashimizu tribe has sworn allegiance to us. That's good. They made a formal announcement and everything. There was a beautiful ceremony. I cried a little. And we got everybody running low on food because this place is so freaking far away. Which is one of the reasons that I really wanted these... I wanted these guys to do it so that they would get a food boost on their way back. Otherwise, I would have them all just get absorbed into that city, which is... might still be the smartest thing to do. It seems our message has reached the Imperial Courts. I would love to grant your wish, but perhaps with the gift of 21,000 gold? Yeah, that's why we did it. For the the State Fourth Time Policy Minister. Those that fail to bow to my authority shall be eliminated. I've become Vegeta. It's great.
What's the matter? Come and get me.
Shikazane is taken over. Matsumai clan was eliminated just as some allies arrived to try to help us out.
We're turning around.
Back home, everyone.
Back to base.
Bloody Handed, Ekariando. Hopefully they get their boost before they depart. They should all have 51. No, they don't have their food. Why not? Yeah, now they've all got full food. And I should really consider just absorbing them into that base so they can get troops full. Actually, I think I will do that. That would mean I'd have to manually select a base for them, but...
Yes. Understood.
So I will hire all these guys, I'm sure. The leader of the Tsugaru needs a little time to sort things out. I was really hoping to get them to get absorbed into the city during the turn.
Your orders? Here is last month's balance.
Our income seems to be up. Oh, it's because I sold a bunch of food.
Reporting in.
Stay forth on policy minister. Suji Castle has finished development fully. We no longer need an overseer there. That starts to happen after a while when you do lots of development. So we actually... That was where Bean is. So we kind of need to think about that place. And we already know the officers there are... Bean and Bobo and JG are kind of... elite. So that was in this valley here, I think. Now I don't remember what castle it was she said. Don't think it was Koizumi. Kosuiji Castle. So we gotta try to find Kosuiji Castle. Yeah, that's actually pretty well developed, alright. So I definitely need to figure out where I'm going, what I'm going to manually control from now on. Okay. So I'm going to make a province down here. And I'll let the AI control it for a while. And I'm going to have Masamune control the north and try to build it up. Should I check and see if I've got development to go on first before I lose the ability to develop these cities? You know what? I need to save in case I screw this up. So the controls for the provinces don't always make that much sense to me. What I might want to do is move the main base to something that controls all of the north. And then yeah, this might be what I'll do. Yeah, here's what I'll do. I'll just turn what had been kind of the main province into, well, no, I need to do something else first. I need to this base is being weird because it's where Masamune is currently located. Oh, he can't relocate now because he's in the middle of marching.
I'll do it myself.
All right. I guess I'll still set up a province. We'll just have to edit it again later. Wish it was a little faster, but it's not. And I also kind of feel like in the options at the beginning of the game, I should have set it so that the daimyo's control spread like everywhere. But I'd like to get it so I can set this up as my main province later, or maybe shrink it down a bit. You know, have a province that consists of some of this stuff up here and maybe a province that's down here and whatever. But for at least a little while, the northern province will be the main province. I can control development manually. I can throw down some cities and stuff. Try to get it to where it's actually growing. Set the AI's controls over that area so that it's developing towards food and gold and not conscripts. And then eventually have the AI running some stuff here and have it set for conscript growth. And easier to employ enemy officers, less risk of riots, speed up developing crafts. It's easier to employ officers, less risk of riots. Rating decreases when you trade. Lady Tollpanzer has the highest pull score ever. Unit attack rises when muskets are equipped. Actually, I want speed up developing conscripts. Monkey Merc so far is looking pretty good. Although population growth rate increases is also really good. Imposing is a good one because you get craft speed up, conscript speed up, units won't slow down by narrow roads. I don't really care about that. I don't know what agility does. Schemer's assistance lucky. Rating decreases when you trade. Officers grow faster. Maximum popularity rises. The idea of giving it to my uncle is interesting. But I think population growth rate crops, I think those are better. So I'm going to put Lady Tollpanzer in charge. And Daimyo's province will have 17 bases and 46 officers. Her province will have 40 bases and 114 officers. And we will have 0 bases outside of our control. It's such a deep honor to be named regent. I won't let you down, my liege. You better not. There'll be trouble. So now we can edit provinces or give orders to your own retained provinces. I'll use my own strategies. Don't tell me what to do. Priority is going to be prioritizing conscripts. And actually, she'll use her own strategies too. I also want her to prioritize conscripts. Allow the appeasement of tribes. We won't assimilate them though. And then we have transport details on 0. So my gold is gone, and my gold and my muskets and stuff have gone down because now I'm operating under only the income of those zones. So we probably want to have this main province send us some stuff to work with. I don't necessarily have the greatest officers in the world to work with here. I didn't transport everybody from these other districts. Make sure I got somebody with decent pull everywhere. And we're going to try to grow this place before I hand it over completely to the computer. So I want to have at least 2 officers everywhere. Maybe I should be going for 3. I don't know. I could start trying for 3 until this place gets down to not having that many officers left of its own, which is coming pretty soon. But it's kind of time to call it a video here, I'm starting to think. Got an awful lot left to do domestically on this turn. But we will save it. And when we come back next time, we'll try to do something cool with our new Extreme North District, where I don't know that I have the gold. I've got the labor, but I don't know that I have the gold to build all these new cities that we think would be a good idea. But, I mean, as far as having gold and food income, throwing down some cities, getting some roads between them, and then parking some okay officers there, or even just filler officers, and getting out and changing the district to AI controlled, but focusing on gold might be a good idea. Catch you guys next time.